In the last video, we talked about what automation tools are, why they matter, and how they use a technology called API to make two apps talk to each other. Well, one of the biggest example of these automation tools is Zapier. Now, Zapier is now officially integrated with Content Studio, and Zapier lets you connect 8,000 and more apps in a workflow. Hi, this is Amna, and in this video, let me show you how to make your very first automation workflow in Zapier that is called a Zap using Content Studio. Once you log in to Zapier, your dashboard will show a few different options. At the very top, you'll see Copilot. This is Zapier's built-in AI assistant. If you're not sure where to start, you can just type in your idea and Copilot will help generate the workflow for you. Right below that, there is an option to start from scratch, and that's what we'll focus on today. Starting from scratch lets you build a Zap, which is Zapier's name for an automated workflow. If you scroll further, you'll see your unfinished Zaps, your recently used Zaps, and then a section for popular templates. Templates are pre-built workflows you can customize if they fit your purpose. But for today, let's build one completely from scratch. Let's go ahead and create a new Zap. When you click on Create and select Zap, it opens the editor. Copilot is available on the side again if you liked help. So the idea is simple. I want to connect my Google Sheet content calendar with my Content Studio account. So anytime I input a data in Google Sheets, it will automatically schedule a post inside Content Studio. Now every Zap starts with a trigger, which means it's an event that starts the automation workflow. So in this case, I'm going to be using Google Sheet as my trigger app. When you select Google Sheet, Zapier will ask you to choose a trigger event. You'll notice several options like a new or updated row in spreadsheet, a brand new spreadsheet being created, etc. I'll go with new or updated spreadsheet row. That means anytime a row is added or changed in the sheet, the workflow will be triggered. Next, Zapier needs to access the Google Sheet so it knows where to pull the data from. Once the connection is authorized, you will select the spreadsheet you want to use and then the worksheet inside it. Finally, test the trigger. Zapier will pull in some recent data from the spreadsheet so you can confirm it's reading correctly. Once the test passes, you're ready for the action step. The action is the then do this part of the workflow. And this is where Content Studio comes in. The goal here is to take the data from Google Sheet and automatically turn it into a draft post inside Content Studio. So search for Content Studio as an action app. Zapier will then ask you to pick an action event. Select Create Post. This lets Zapier draft or schedule post in Content Studio account. Again, you will have to connect your account. For this, you'll need an API key. You can generate this in your Content Studio profile setting. Copy that key and paste it into Zapier. And now your Content Studio account is securely connected. With the connection ready, configure the post setting. Select the workspace you want to use. Choose the social accounts inside that workspace because you can have different social accounts and want to schedule for some. Map the fields for caption, image, and schedule time. This is where field mapping makes things really easy. Zapier gives you the columns from your Google Sheet and you can map them directly into the post fields. For example, for the post caption field, you will input the caption column. For the post image field, you will input the image link column. And for the post schedule time, you will put the date column. Now here's something important. Content Studio requires the scheduling posting time in a very specific format. So it's year, month, and day, and then there is hours, minute, and seconds. So if you don't use this format normally in your content calendar, don't worry. We can fix that inside Zapier. Before sending the data into Content Studio, you can add another action of Formatter within Zapier. Choose the setting of date and time as the action, and then set the input value to be the date from the spreadsheet. So it will fetch the date and the format of the date in the spreadsheet, and then create a custom output format with the correct structure. You can leave the from format field empty. Zapier will figure it out and convert the date automatically. Finally, when you reach the Content Studio action, map the schedule time field to the formatter's output. That way, no matter what format your spreadsheet uses, Zapier will handle the conversion for you. Once everything is mapped, test the action. Zapier will send the post into Content Studio, and then you can publish the Zap. Now, let's check in our Content Studio Planner. Going into Publisher and then Planner, you can see the post coming into your planner are scheduled for the time and date that you have selected. No more copy pasting captions, no more manual uploads, no more rescheduling. And that's it. You just made your very own automation workflow using Zapier. So this was just one example of Google Sheet and Content Studio. Now the possibilities are endless. You can make whatever kind of workflow that you want using as many apps as you want. Zapier gives you thousands of integrations possibilities and also gives you multiple template options that you can browse and customize as per your own need. So try it out and let's see how many you can come up with that helps you in your workflow.